Shalom. First and foremost, Kwahala Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Kwakadash. Double honest to the apostles, a great milestone. Shalom to the Yakim out there on the highways and byways, noise in this word abroad all around the world. Through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai. So, just was browsing through, brother put up this article. Well, it's kind of similar to this article, that China is warning of third world war. If United States is still stationed in Taiwan, but this is all biblical prophecy because this war is gonna happen. This third world war is gonna happen according to Bible prophecy, according to prophecy. There's no turning it. There's no going back. There's no reversing it. It's already been written. This third world war will happen. And it reads, it says, China warns of a new world war, of a new World War III. But why? The reason why is because of prophecy. That's why. That's why it's happening. So this is published October 6, 2021, year of hastening the day. It says China warned of a possible World War III at any time following a dozen of warplanes sent by the country into Taiwan's airspace. Taiwan fears invasion as more Chinese warplanes allegedly enters its airspace. An article in the state-backed Global Times newspapers on Tuesday said that collisions between the U.S. and Taiwan was so, can't really pronounce that word, that the situation has almost lost any room for maneuvers, teetering on the edge of a face-off. It claimed that the people of China were ready to back all-out war with the U.S. warning the island's nations against playing with fire, which this thing is going to erupt in fire anyway. It's going to erupt in flames because this fire is just going to only get bigger and bigger. And ultimately, where it's just going to lead up to a thermonuclear, showdown, which America is going to totally be annihilated, as well as the land of Israel, according to biblical prophecy, because Russia is going to be involved in this third world war. These other nations, Iran, North Korea, all these other nations, the Arab nations, everybody's going to be involved in this third world war. And this is a thing of biblical prophecy because the Most High is gathering all you nations together. You're going to fight in that third world war. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, where you're going to end up setting off your thermonuclear missiles and ultimately, destroying America and also the land of Israel. Which you other nations are going to get hit by missiles too, So parts of Russia is going to be hit, parts of China is going to be hit, parts of Iran is going to be hit, North Korea and things like that. But ultimately, America and the land of Israel is going to be totally annihilated at the same time, And this is this is happening because the Lord's pleading the cause for the nation of Israel, for what you nations have done to us, because you nations had us in slavery. And now you're going to pay for that, and you're going to pay it by way of this thermonuclear holocaust that's about to happen, So I'm reading on. Almost 150 Chinese warplanes have breached Taiwan's airspace since Friday, including 56 jets on Monday in a dramatic escalation of Chinese aggression against the Cell's governor's democracy. Joe Biden said he had spoken to Chinese President Jinping about Taiwan, and they agreed to abide by the Taiwan Agreement as tensions continue to ratchet up between Taipei and Beijing. I've spoken to Xing about Taiwan. We agreed. We abide by the Taiwan Agreement, Biden said to reports at the White House on Tuesday. However, the call to take place the call that took place on the September 9th, and it's not clear what agreement he was referring to. It may have been a nod to Washington's long-standing policies under which the U.S. officials recognize Beijing rather than Taipei, and the Taiwan Relations Act, which makes clear that the U.S. decisions to accomplish diplomatic ties with Beijing instead of Taiwan rest upon the expectations that the future of Taiwan will be determined by peaceful means. Taiwanese President Xi Jinping on Tuesday vowed to do whatever it takes to guard Taiwan against invasion, as she indicated that without help from the country's allies, administrations, authorizationism has the upper hand over democracy. You see, so this is gonna escalate into a war, and pretty much the Most High, he's setting the table. He's already setting the mood. You know what I'm saying, for this Third World War to come to pass, to take place. So the mood is already being set, and this war is gonna happen. This Third World War is gonna take place, because prophecy is coming to pass, and there's nothing nobody could do to stop it, because the Lord said that his word shall not return unto him void. So let me get the precepts real quick. So this is Revelations chapter 11 verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So this war is coming quickly. It's coming quick, fast, in a hurry. Because the days are getting shorter. And once the days get shorter, the nights get colder. So this is what's taking place. So days are shorter, nights are colder. So what does that mean? Meaning that things are just gonna get more tense and tense. Things are gonna get more tense. The pain, the gravity, the pain, the tractions of those pains are gonna get harder and harder. So we're definitely, things are definitely getting harder and harder, because Yahweh Shai is coming soon, and he's gonna come within the midst of this Third World War. So this is prophecy taking place. So let me read that again. Revelations 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So it's coming real fast. So there's no turning it back. There's no reversing it, because we're living in a time of biblical prophecy. So, and the Lord said his word is not going to return unto him void, and these things are going to come to pass. So for fucking people that are saying, oh, it's not going to happen, this place, America's going to continue on forever, things are just going to continue on the way it is, not according to prophecy, not according to the Most High, not according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. because America will be destroyed by a way of thermonuclear destruction. These Chinese or Moab, he's not setting those missiles up for nothing. He's setting those nuclear silos on these man-made islands for a reason, and they're gonna use these missiles. These missiles will be used. Come on, you think these other nations are just getting their nuclear arsenal for nothing? No. These missiles will be used. This is all according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's plan. So this is Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, and it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper into the thing whereto I send it. So it's gonna prosper into the thing where the Lord sent it, So it's not this word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not gonna return unto him void. Because the prophecy will happen. Through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But, a lot of people are just going to get caught off guard, because they're not paying attention. They're not watching. They're not in the spirit of, prophecy. They're in the spirit of mirth, which having a good time, enjoying life, and doing whatever they want, not having a care in the world, not being aware of their surroundings, So a lot of people are going to get caught up in this destruction when it happens, especially when martial law is declared, when there's no food, when there's no water, no electricity, no transportation, no communication, So it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. But anyway, all in all, I want to say shalom.